Hey boys and girls, it's Mr. Erdogan here, and you are watching Music Moments with Mr. Erdogan. This is the show where I teach you something easy and fun that has to do with music in just a few moments. Okay, for today's activity, we're going to be learning more about the piano. And all you need to participate today is a computer, an internet connection, and a web browser. And that's pretty much it. Let's jump right into the activity. Okay, today we're going to be focusing specifically on how to build a piano chord. Make sure to watch all the way to the end of this lesson to hear what your challenge is for this activity. Okay, let's begin by talking about what a piano chord actually is. Now, a piano chord is a combination of 3 or more notes played together at the same time. So we can see this website is building the chords for us, but I'm going to teach you a trick so you can build them for yourself. Now there's all kinds of different chords that you can make, but we are only going to be talking about minor and major chords. And there's a switch at the bottom that allows you to select which one you'd like to hear. So what I would like to do right now is teach you the differences between minor and major chords and how to recognize which one is which. And I'm going to teach you a trick to be able to tell which one is which. Now, as you can see here, as we're switching back and forth between minor and major chords, you can tell that the first and third notes are staying the same, but the second note is moving. So what we have to do to figure out if we are looking at a minor or major chord is count the steps between the first and second notes. And that's pretty much it. And one of the ways we can measure steps in music while building chords is with semitones. And that basically means as we are going up one step at a time from one side to the other, that's going to be called one semitone. So for example, we can count the amount of semitones from the first note of this chord to the second note. The amount of semitones from the first note to the second note in a major chord is 4. And that's the same no matter what major chord you're playing. We can check this on another one. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones. And again here, 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones. Now let's think about going from the second note to the third note. When we're in a major chord, going from the second note to the third note is always 3 semitones. And then let's check another chord. 1, 2, 3. And let's check again on another chord. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's think about how we build a minor chord. Now building the minor chord is very similar to building the major chord, except it's reversed. You start with your first note, and then instead of going up 4 semitones, you go up 3 semitones to get to your second note. And to find your third note, instead of going up 3 semitones, you go up 4 semitones. So now you might be saying, Mr. Erdogan, how do I remember which one's which? They're so similar. 4 semitones, then 3, or 3, then 4. What do I do to remember which one comes first? Well, I've got a trick for you. So if we put these numbers together, 4 and 3, we can look at that as the number 43. Then for the minor chord, if we put these numbers together, we could look at that as 34. So since the word major kind of means bigger and minor kind of means smaller, we can use that 43 and 34 as a way to remember which one's bigger, the major chord, and which one's smaller, the minor chord. And that's how you can remember how to find each of these types of chords. Okay, let's go through these 4 practice questions together. So for question 1, we have the first note here, and we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones, and then 1, 2, 3 semitones to get to the next note. So that means that is the bigger number. And if we think about our trick, that means that the bigger number means that it is a major chord. Let's look at number 2. Again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 semitones. Again, 43. That's the bigger number again, and that means we're looking again at a major chord. Then let's look at number 3. We have 1, 2, 3 semitones to get to the second note, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones to get to the third note. And that means that is the smaller number, 34. That means that we're looking at a minor chord. And then looking at question number 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones, then 1, 2, 3 semitones to get to the last note. And that means the final question is a major chord. Now let's see if you can do 4 all by yourself. And that is your challenge for this episode. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed learning how to build chords on the piano. Don't forget to try out those 4 questions that I left for you, the 4 challenges on finding out whether or not the chords are major or minor chords. And if you wanted to play with this website on your own, just go ahead and go down to the description below and you'll find the link to the site there, as well as other episodes of Music Moments with Mr. Erdogan. Thanks so much for watching, boys and girls. If you like this video, please hit that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that too. See you guys in the next one.